Saludos, what up? Bienvenido. I am about to go live. I am live. I'm just about to get on the screen in a few minutes and just want to pull up to see how this is showing up in my different destinations. You know, I wanted to okay. Hope you can hear me really good. We got my phone here. Let me see. Okay, it's not showing up. I don't know what's going on. Destinations. Interesting. Oh, there you go. It is showing up. Yeah. Let me see how this sounds. Destination. Yeah, it is. Okay, over here. Let's go on. Again, saludos, people. Yeah, it was going. Oh man, I just been doing a lot of work and. A little bit. Okay. Here we go. Again, Barhub, bienvenido. Maborica. Maborica es en Taino. Okay. Yeah, but what kasi kayo? No, something happening is lacking. Lagging. I don't know what's going on with my studio. But anyway, this is a recap of what I did. I hope for those people that view that video that I did on emotional intelligence. But I wanted to go a little further because a few things when I reviewed it, there were a few things that I could have mentioned. One of them is the fact that this science of Nupu has been taught for many, many civilizations, but they word it differently. The Greeks call it nous. Nous. You can look it up in the dictionary. Matter of fact, I can even bring it up in the dictionary if you really want. I can share that. Let me see. Here we go. And I'm going to do that. I will do that. Yes. Yes. We're going to share it. We're going to grab it and we're going to share it. Okay? Let me see. Share my screen. Share my screen. Okay. No, not that one. Okay. Well, I'm going to share my screen here. I don't know what's going on here, but you're going to do that because I'm going to go here. You should be able to see that. I don't know because I'm shifting from here and there. I don't know what's going on. Let me see something here. Okay. If I do this, do that. No, I'm doing it wrong. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Let's remove that. Let's do this. Slide. No. Man, they just changed things around for me. They changed it around. Okay, stop sharing. Let's do a presentation again. I'm gonna bring it up on my screen here, but I gotta bring this down. Man, technology. So here I am anyway. So let's see if I can bring this up to the screen. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. Let's share the screen. Share my screen. Okay, here you go. Okay, I'll do that. Let me share it. And I'll read it. Okay, so here it is. Nous, also known, ancient time, Nupu or Nubu. I could break that down to you. The nu, the head, bu, ba, the soul, nuba. Okay? And the consonant interchangeable. The P with the B, very interchangeable. So the Greeks got a hold of this philosophy because the discussion about nature, and certain civilization was so invested in discussion about nature and the science of nature. And then what's this new food? So it's new. Right? There's a book written by a gentleman, I think Legacy something, mentioned it. So nous, Greek, is a concept for classical philosophy. Okay? Sometimes equated to intellect or intelligence, or the faculty of the human mind necessary for understanding what is true or real. Again, sound right reasoning. Sound right to reason. What is real, what is not. We have discussions with it. Philosophy is based on conversation. That's it. They document the conversations, and that's where you get most of your philosophy, having conversation. So they used it within the philosophy, one of the P's, which is the 5 P's or 6 P's for mind control, and they use that. So it's encoded in it. Now, this philosophy or this encouragement to engage in this type of philosophical, jargon talk, speech, is taught in some schools, private schools. I went to a private school, so I was very lucky that the teacher, even though it was a little religious school, but some of the teachers were very, very new age, so they encouraged the philosophy, the questioning and the quest for answers. So the alternative English term, so I'm sorry. Sorry. I was lucky in that sense that I was able to, have those discussions in certain school settings. I can't tell you about high school. I did engage in some conversation with my music teachers and whatever, but I was always that person, that individual, that being that always really talk social and talkative, and I could hold conversations when it came to that type of conversations. I had a lot of girlfriends in the neighborhood, and that's the whole thing about it. It's having those conversations, right? So the alternative English term used in philosophy, including understanding and mind, sometimes thought and reason, in the sense of which reason, not the activity of reasoning. It's also often described as something equivalent to perception. We all carry certain different perceptions, except that it works within the mind eye. It has been suggested that the basic meaning of something like awareness in colloquial British English, nous also denotes good sense, common sense, which is not so common. A sensibility, a sense. People say, oh, you only got five senses. No, you got more than five senses. Why? Because what about your common sense, your mental sense, right? So it's, again, the process of using right knowledge, right wisdom, and right understanding combined, oh my gosh, combined, you're using that combined to make good sense out of it, and security, facts. So, they say Aristotle's philosophy, which was influential in later conception of the category. This was carefully distinguished from sense perception, imagination, and reason, although the terms are closely interrelated. Okay, well, you can go on, you can look at it. This is in the dictionary, so it's nous, that's how you spell it. Okay? That's it. So, what's going on here? I'm gonna stop doing that. Okay, here you go. Okay. So I wanted to, man, this thing is, what's going on? I don't know. The internet, something's going on here, interruption. So I wanted to say that, very important that, like I said, this is an ancient practice, but it's a conversation about nature and learning about the laws of nature. We're going to get into that later on. There's a whole, man, I got 1,000 paragraphs on that type of stuff. It's called the nature of nature, but it's encoded also in certain books, black books, certain books that was used among certain groups that are kind of like gravitated to it, and studying with the master teacher. So the collection, again, so you went over that. I don't know what's going on. Thank you for the big up. Come on. So yes, it's a philosophy. They code it into philosophy, but it's a science, the science of mind. It is the science. And if you read up on the Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes, you see a lot of these concepts in there. You see the common unity, you see it, you can relate it because it's encoded in a lot. But when you extract that and you come to see that it's an ancient science, and we call it Nuku. And it's and the city, the out city was Napata and Nuba. You know what I'm saying? In the civilization of Ut, but we're going to go into another. That's Utala. Ut, how Ut, But that's another conversation. But that's a crazy conversation we can have at another time. But anyway, I wanted to say that that's important because that's how you can see and you can extract these principles. But that's emotional intelligence. Again, the move, emotional intelligence. Okay. Now, we spoke about the electromagnetic being of force. So real quickly, I wanted to relate to everybody what that's and bring receipt of things that I research and things that kind of like make, again, sense, common sense. You look at the facts, common sense. because through imagination, even through deductive reasoning, you figure out. You say, you know, we're in a star. We're in a star. And if you got galaxies, and they go into the different galaxies, and they go to the star, and they see all these planets. We're in a star. So the star substance, we're made of it. We're made of the star substance. I mean, but now, do we know what that is? You know what stars are made of? And you know what part? Everything around us, everything around us is from the star. It's star stuff. Everything, that's source. Sun, star, source. Okay? And the multiple of stars, it just can go. It's infinity. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, you know, again, describing precisely the thoughts and the feelings and the practicality, habitat of what we experience and experiment. You don't have to experiment physically. You can do this in this lab right here in the mind by, again, analyzing. Speak with yourself. Analyze your thoughts and reasons. Oh man, you know, am I delusional? And sometimes it happens to everybody. I get delusional sometimes. Oh, God, I do get delusional. But then delusion, okay, because it's the other side of an illusion. You know what I'm saying? We're all being eluded to some type of illusion that's out there. I just had a conversation with my brother, and I'm like, bro, those casting, when you sit down and you analyze it, you see how spells and those things are cast by the language system, and it's okay. You can work with it. You don't have to bury yourself in it. You know, you understand it and you use it to your benefit. It's going to benefit humanity. So first you, your family, and then your tribe, your community, and your family. You know, benefit. So, let me go on here. Mm-hmm. So we're looking at star. Entire screen. Over here. Yeah. These are my notes. Okay, so when we look at this, as a matter of fact, that's the track that I did. You Are Magnificent. You gotta check out the words. And that's just that's not the total song, the words. There's much more to it. I just gave bits and pieces of it for copyright reasons. It's my creation. Now, the chemistry of stars. You know what I'm saying? We say we're stars. We're made of star substance. Again, here it is. Helium and hydrogen, because you know how that works with the fusion. Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon, iron, silicon, magnesium, neon, and sulfur. But now, if we go further into this, and we go further, I'm sorry, let me get something up here that I have. Let's see. Let me pull this up. You should be seeing that screen. These are notes. I got this website is here because I wanted to. Yeah. Okay. So the question is, are we made of stars or substance? Wow. This is not where I wanted to go. Yes, we are. Okay. I'm having issues here. I don't know what's going on. Okay, here we go. So it is totally 100% true. Nearly all the elements in the human body were made in stars. Because the star, the sun, I mean, it's common sense. Many have come through several supernovas. Here are the chemistry ingredients. Oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, phosphorus. I spoke about phosphorus. Potassium, sulfur, sodium, chlorine, and magnesium. So welcome to your science class. chemistry class. Okay, so these are the substance that are more. There are many other elements. You know, you got iron, chromium. There are many other elements, fluoride. Many other, but these are the ones that are mainly prevalent. The one that's mostly you see it, you know. And how that relates to us, because we get, since everything is starred, then you see an abundance of these elements, main one that helps make the electromagnetic body. It fuses. It fuses them. Now you say, well, magnets, that's metal. Some of these have metal. Some of them is oxidized and gas that are metal, like nitrogen. Okay? So yes, when you figure out and learn about the body and your magnetism and everything amplified. Okay? So where do I want to go with that? So go back here. Go back to my here. This is where I want to go. So there are foods that help you. So I did a whole breakdown on each one of those substances chemistry, right? And I'm just gonna go for just very, very little. I'm gonna keep everybody here or anybody that's here. But anyway, what's this? I don't know what it's called. So when you speak about oxygen, you breathe it. Too much oxygen is not good, to be honest with you. You need that carbon dioxide, and that's some information that my brother, thanks to you, Hansu, he dropped, which I just didn't know how to express it, but the book was precise and clear, and it does make a lot of sense. So your oxygen, the utilization, and your blood flow, leafy greens, y'all, spinach, kale. Now, let me just say this. A lot of these foods you don't have to eat, okay? Because if you have as I said, if you have a Christian diet, or you follow a Judaism or Buddhist diet, or you follow a Muslim, you follow that diet. Within that diet, you could tweak it so that you understand where you're getting these substances from, okay? You don't always have to. So you don't always have to follow this letter. I'm not an herbalist. I'm not a dietitian, doctor, any of that. You know what I'm saying? That's my disclaimer right now. Healing, well, as I heal myself, others can be healed because it's part of the process. It's the self, part of the process. As I heal and connect more with natural nature, stars, the sun, connecting more with my source. We are source. Okay? So, that healing process is the reason why I decided to do this, because I see people suffering from certain ailments. And I say to myself, okay, I'm going to give it to you like this. If you want to heal yourself, if you want to find something here that could tweak it, do it. By all means, you're welcome to it. I'm not going to charge you and heal you and control you and give you all the diet. I'm not Dr. Sabi. I'm not Yasi. No, that's not me. I am. Speak with it. That's me. Okay. I just need to do that. I'm high. I'm telling you, I make some banging smoothie, y'all. So again, the leafy greens, the kale, they're packed with nitrates, and so the body converts into nitric oxide. Okay, berries are great. I do a lot of blueberries, raspberry, strawberry, a lot of oxygen. It can reduce inflammation. My smoothies are packed with different berries every day. But sometimes, you can't abuse things, so you have to take time to say, oh, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Citric fruit, very good. Source of antioxidants. Citric fruit, okay? Very good. And you know what I find? Beet roots. Oh my. The beneficial beet root are immense. Beautiful. It's immense. And look out for that because you're gonna find beets have a lot of this substance in it. So and I gotta be careful because I don't want the price of beets to go up now. Mass hysteria on that. Oily fish. Okay. Salmon. I like my salmon. I like my mackerel. Oh my. I love it. It packed with omega-3 fatty acids. Okay. Again, modified. Nuts and seeds. I do always flax seeds. I had oatmeal today, which is really sometimes oats are good, you know. I try not to abuse it, and I always put flax seeds in my oatmeal. Goat milk, I use goat milk, regular oats that I get from Sprout, you know, from the recancer, organic oats, and sometimes I take Brazilian nuts, chop it up in there. Oh man, very great. Pomegranate. Now the pomegranate is a very interesting fruit. Grown a lot in China and in the Middle East. The pomegranate it helps dilate blood vessels. Is it the pomegranate? Yeah, increases blood flow. I definitely have to get some pomegranate. Garlic, tomato, garlic. Now meat. Now if you're not a meat eater, like I'm not a big massive meat eater. The only thing I might eat maybe a lamb chopping in there. The chicken, I'm gonna try to cut down on the chicken because it's becoming too much. But meat is a good source of getting your oxygen. What is doing that? Okay. So carbohydrate, proteins, and fats. Okay? Just be careful. As I say, tweak things. You know how to eat. You know if you have knowledge from Sadie, you have knowledge from here, you have knowledge from all these different herbalists, dietary, doctor, whatever. Tweak it. You know what I'm saying? Tweak it. Have that conversation with them and tweak it. You know what I'm saying? But this is to let you know that rice, when you get your oxygen flow, helps with oxygen flow because it's starch substance. We have it. Okay? This is all about building your electromagnetic body. Okay, just like you build your physical body, and you can build your plasmatic body, your mental body, you also have an electromagnetic body that you have to work on. So there's exercise, but you have to give it the right food substance. Okay. Now carbon is another one of the substance. You know, and generally beef contains a large amount of land and feed. Anything that you see going in from the land is carbon. Carbon, it's one of the earth main substance, and it's there. But earth also comes from the stars. You got dairy products. Some people don't like dairy. Okay, that's okay. You don't have to because there's other things. Farmed shrimp. Some people don't eat farmed shrimp. I sometimes eat shrimp and sometimes don't. I think they're like little cockroaches, to be honest. But hey, plant-based foods have a lower carbon footprint. So there's some foods that have a lower. The other high ones are like beef and dairy. Beans, legumes like beans, and maybe I'm pronouncing that wrong. I don't know. That's a good source of protein. And tofu. I don't do tofu because of the soy in it, but tofu, yeah, that's a Japanese. Okay. And it's packed with carbohydrates. But we did tofu back in the temple. You know, very little. But yeah, that was the thing back then. Water, H2O. Now you can get a good source of water from watermelons, water. Okay? And then you got water, right? The carbohydrates like sugar and starch, fiber, essential carbon. Okay, those are lower in carbon, right? No, those are foods that you can get carbon. Okay. Now, nitrogen. I skipped some. Nitrogen. Another one of the substances. Leafy greens. Get your greens, man. Beets. There go beets again. Beets. There you go again. Beets. Nitrogen. Wow. Now, I don't do processed meats. For some people, I do bacon once in a while, processed bacon, uncured, sandalwood bacon. My mother makes it. Very little. So I get my source of nitrogen from that. But I don't abuse that because I'm not a big bacon eater like that. Or lunch meat. I don't do lunch meat. That's conservative. I just don't do that because that's my preference. But if you do understand what you're eating, limit the amount, and understand that all these chemical substance, understand what it's doing to your body and work with it. But I don't do that. And don't take this as the all in all. Don't do your own research and know your body and do what it does for you. Okay. So because processed meat, they add the nitrogen in there. Other foods, broccoli, fish, chard, they're good source of stuff. Food rich in calcium. Okay. Oh man, I made a mistake there. But here, foods rich in calcium, which is another one of the substances. So of course you got milk, cheese. I do goat milk. Some yogurt I do, Greek yogurt. I put them in my smoothie, to thicken it. So I get that out of that. But I don't do too much cheese. No, but there are a delicacy. There is like if you was to go to Italy or you was to go to Greek somewhere, a party, wine and cheese, so you have delicacy cheese, by all means. It's not gonna hurt you. I don't like a lot of the processed cheese, a lot of cheese for my own purposes, for a men mechanism. It thickens, it does something to the blood. And I already got thick blood as it is. But okay, so you just got to be careful. You just got to know. Okay, and again, tofu again, almonds. I do almonds. Figs, I love figs. Now sardines, I love sardines and salmon and sardines. We used to do that a lot in the community. And so like in Brooklyn, we made sardines instead of tuna. We did sardines. So it depends. Calcium content of these foods. Also depending on the type of preparation method. Phosphorus. Remember I mentioned phosphorus? That's an essential mineral found in various food, But the animal source of phosphorus is in your meat, your beef, chicken, and pork. Now you don't have to eat pork. I don't eat pork like that. Once in a while I might dip a little here and there, but I don't eat pork like that. Your eggs and turkey. That's one thing I gotta slow down is my eggs. I love eggs. Turkey, I haven't had that in a while, but I like turkey. My shellfish. I like oysters, to be honest with you, and shellfish. Yeah, some shellfish. I don't do too much crab, but you get a good amount of phosphorus from that. Your nuts, sunflower seeds, your beans, lentil peas. You go on and on and on. I had oatmeal today, so I had a good intake of phosphorus. So you can make a list and be conscious and say, "Oh man," and do this throughout the day and watch how different you're gonna feel. So phosphorus. Now, other sources, they got a processed food such as soda and instant noodles. I don't do soda. I can make my own soda, carbonated water, and then I put juice in there and make my own soda. I don't do soda. And if you do too much of that, again, remember, moderation. Too much phosphorus. Now potassium is found in lots of the foods. The fruits, vegetable, beans, dairy products. Potassium is a good source of that. Again, bananas. I put that in my smoothie. Bananas, oranges, and nighttime. I am an art. Cantaloupes, apricot, kiwi. I love kiwi, man. The potassium in there is beautiful. Kiwi, avocado. Again, pomegranate shows up. You gotta, when you do your list, you gotta see what shows up, and remember, moderation. Man, mango, papaya. I'm a big papaya. Oh, I love papaya. You know what I mean? I love papaya, honeydew. So most of your fruits like that. Sweet potato, I love sweet potato. My mom makes that all the time. Cucumber, asparagus, cauliflower, squash. Man, such amount of potassium that we intake. But again, remember, moderation and balance. Sulfur, and that was strange that I find that sulfur in there. And vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. I like Brussels sprouts. And I'm thinking about getting some Brussels sprouts tonight, because that'll help the sulfur intake. Eggs again, so I don't have to worry about that. Again, processed food, I don't do too much sausages. I used to. Specific sulfur-rich foods will be like garlic. because it contains allicin, a potent sulfur compound. But in order for you to release that, you got to crush the garlic so they can release that. Okay, that's the key. Broccoli, seafood, especially shellfood, cheese, again, your beans and stuff. So foods that contain sodium. So you see, I went down the list of all of this. And most of this stuff that I find in this list, I'm already intaking. And it helps. I'm already intaking. I make my smoothies. Plus, I add spirulina in there, maca, of course, and what is it, Fondacia, something like that. I have that. Chlorine. Chlorine, talk about chlorine all the time, right? But look, salt. I got some salt there from the town, next town, Guadalajara, Puerto Rico. That salt is from the sea, and they make the saline bag from the hospital. That's good salt here. From Puerto Rico, Guadalajara, man. Sometimes what I do is I take a little bit in. Everybody say Africa all the way, man. So chlorine, magnesium. Now I do take my magnesium here. I do have magnesium, but there's foods. Pumpkin seed. I love pumpkin seed. Most of the mixed nuts that I have pumpkin seed. It has almonds in there. It's got sesame seeds in there. So there's a thing, and raisins and stuff like that. I do that. I go to Sprout and get the unsalted one. All right. Ooh, magnesium chive. I love chive seeds. That boosts up magnesium when you bake goods and add crunch, salads and soup. Man, almonds, the leafy greens, again, here we go. Brown rice. That's all we do here is brown rice. I like the wild rice. I love wild rice. My mother doesn't make that much. It's traditional. But she substituted the white rice. That's for the brown rice. We do a lot of brown rice. So brown rice is a good source of magnesium, Am I missing something? So sulfur, that's what I wanted to get. So those are the what do you call it? Yeah, those are the there you go. Okay, the main one. Again, you're gonna get some other selenium, Brazilian nut, and silicon. It's still strange. A lot of things you gotta be careful because if they too much silicon, what they're doing is it's Silicon Valley. We're making that shift from biological, carbon-based biological beings, and then diffusing it with silicon because of the AI and stuff like that. So yeah, those are it. And now, stars, and we got trillions, billions, and trillions of years of access of knowledge because, again, that's right wisdom. See, right now, right wisdom is because experimentation and experience. So to think of it, how stars, experiences. And of course, there are anomalies in nature. There are beings in nature that you figure, man, why would something create? Because it's perfecting itself. Okay? Perfecting itself. So the first generation of stars, our sun is a star, the sun, the life cycle. So this is a good site. If anybody needs me to add that to the description, I can do that. Okay. Oh, what the hell is this? Sorry guys, I gotta stop the screen. That's what it is. So yeah, when you go ahead, so the electromagnetic body, you wanna work with that. That's the energy, aura. And you see already when you have a good diet, and you know how to do have a good diet, and you are conscious, precise conscious of what you eating and knowing, okay, I'm getting my source of this and that and that. So now I know I'm fueling my body, my gut, because everything lives in the gut. You know what I'm saying? That's the key right there. If your gut is not good, man, no problem. And they would let you know. They would let you know. So that's all I wanted to do. I want to come on. I'm already 40 minutes in. And that's again, sound right reasoning. We call it news. Well, you know, so, but it's we call it size Nupu. Nupu and Nuwapu. We call it Nuwapu. 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 Wa, the new head, which is this reservoir. The Ba is this reservoir. When they combine together, you got Nu, Wa, U. Wa, and the this matches this. So your ideas and concepts becomes your, when you able to practice and manifest through practicality, through habitat and feelings, is in communication with your ideas and concepts, and it matches. Like, I have an idea concept. I want to, man, I could play golf. What I gotta do? I gotta practice. My feeling is I develop feeling for it. Right? I gotta play low with it. Hip hop. Right? Africa. Chachu. And thanks to Togolubamba. And the first rhythm that I learned was Uti Bareto. At 11 years old. So that's, you know, practice. I got an idea. I got an idea for a song. I practice, get to learn the chords. I got my keyboard, learn to know the chords, and that's you know, you don't have to do that because everybody. But again, whatever ideas and concepts you have, I could tell you this: put it on paper. See if you can draw a diagram, put it out. Because even with music, I draw it out on a diagram, okay? And I look at the colors because I'm anesthesia. So I'm seeing, okay, this is blue, this is red here, and the red is the C chord, it's magnetic interest. I'm looking at a picture. Hold on one second. That's that. Just whatever ideas and concepts you have, or profession you're in, and you know it. You know that's the reason why you go to the university to practice. We practice a lot, you know, at school, you know, marketing, and then music school too. You know, practice. Gotta practice because that's again the line. Because the heart also has a mind. Yeah, because when this one reaches this and you get together, it all reaches the heart, and that's where music, maternity, art is formed. It's the idea, feelings, habitat that forms art. So your art matters. Because your art matters. Okay, and that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. That's a song that I wrote. You know, I did that. You know, it was Valentine or something. I'm learning my voice again. Practice. trying to avoid. I got a book on breathing about the breath. You know what I'm saying? And breathing is important. That's what Felipe Wayne from the Sinners, New York. Great singer. So your learning that la 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 pronunciation, learn how to you are magnificent. You know what I'm saying? That's pronunciation. So it's there, man. Probably for those that are watching in the future, man, enjoy what you get out of that, and remember, research and tweak your diet. Okay, ciao. Bye, dude. And